Hey, David Hinton, Brandon, Mississippi. I am back again. Have you ever started a home-based business or an online marketing business and just did not go nearly as well as you had hoped? Maybe it failed. You were upset about it, kicked yourself. Well, maybe you're thinking about trying it again and you're wondering, well, why will this time be any different? Well, today I'm going to cover from the book The Slight Edge, Jeff Olson's 7 Slight Edge principles that I believe if you will employ will make all the difference. By the way, be sure to subscribe to my channel, click on that bell so you'll get a notification on all my new videos as they come out. As I mentioned, I don't know if you're anything like me, but the desire to create an income that comes in month after month from work you did today for years to come down the road is something that many of us desire. We don't want to spend the rest of our life trading dollars for hours for people who 2 weeks after you leave forget your name or have thrown away all your stuff, right? If you come back for it. There's just no loyalty in the world of business out there. It's very much, what have you done for me lately? And we have got to rely on ourselves if we want to really do something for ourselves and for our family. So maybe you've tried before, maybe it didn't work. Well, maybe it was because you did not have the daily disciplines and the principles in place. Where I'm going to cover seven of them for you right here. Many of my folks that I'm working with are on the same journey as I am. They're reading The Slight Edge, and I tell you what, the book will make all the difference if you employ it. And on cue, someone is outside with a blower. Now, real life, right? I am not a professional studio, as you can tell. So, 7, 5, that's 5, plus 2, 7. All right, so number 1, show up. Well, that makes sense. If you don't show up in a regular job, you get fired, right? But you cut yourself slack on your personal business because, well, you know, you got the laundry to do and your favorite TV show is coming on. That won't work. You got to show up every day. So, number 1, show up. Number 2, be consistent. Sounds like the same thing, but it's not. Consistent effort showing up day after day will begin to get you on that slight edge path. All right? Come with a good attitude. Show up, be consistent, have a good attitude. How many times have you gotten down on yourself and quit? So you didn't show up with a good attitude, which affected the first 2, right? So that's 3 of the 7. 4th, he says desire and faith. More specifically, he says be committed for a long period of time. If it does not work in a day or a week or a month or 90 days, don't quit. You have not given yourself time for your business to flourish. If you have not shown up consistently, you haven't been consistent, you haven't had a good attitude, and you haven't given yourself enough time, well, it goes back to my other videos on what not to do, right? He also talks about that burning desire to succeed. If you don't show up, if you don't be consistent, if you don't have a good attitude, if you don't have that desire, is because probably the 4.1 part of it, you did not have a burning desire. You just had a wish, and wishes won't get it done. Plant, cultivate, harvest. What does that mean? That means that we must go through the process. You've got to, farmers do not plant and harvest the next day. Kind of goes back. It's like they're all connected, right? They are all connected. Be willing to pay the price. There is a price. And I will quote him here. He says, years ago, it hit me that if I didn't choose to be something, if I didn't choose to do something to become successful, I was going to become unsuccessful for the rest of my life. Think about it. If you don't figure out something to be successful at, you have to be unsuccessful at it for the rest of your life. In other words, the price of neglect is pretty brutal. The price of committing to something, showing up consistently with a good attitude over a long period of time while having faith and a burning desire, willing to pay the price, is far easier than the true price of neglect. Be there, but there is a price that you are going to have to pay. All right? And then the last, and certainly not least, is integrity, what he calls slight edge integrity. He says integrity, well, he's quoting John D. MacDonald, integrity is not a conditional word. It doesn't blow in the wind or change with the weather. There are many definitions of integrity, but the most applicable to the slight edge is what you do when no one is watching. And that is what I call slight edge integrity. It is also doing the thing you said you were going to do long after the mood has left you. All right, so if we were to do it in a downward, so we're either going up on the slight edge or we're going down, right? If we were to do it in reverse, don't show up regularly, don't show up with a good attitude, don't be consistent, just have a wish, don't be willing to pay the price, and don't do what you say you're going to do. So there's your recipe for failure. All right, so you got a choice. We can either go up the curve or we can go down. There is no straight. All right, hope you got something out of that. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to reach out to me and let's connect, would love to have you do that. My name is David Hinton. You can email me at david.h.hinton, that's Hinton, @gmail.com. Let's get a conversation going. Enjoyed it today. You have a great day, and let's talk again soon.